Hey you guys, welcome. Welcome back to my channel, I should say. My name is Vida, and also thank you for being here. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. This is going to be a little bit different from what I normally do. It's not so much of a weekly vlog. I really don't know what this is. But we're just gonna try to make it through together. I'll probably be talking to you guys a little bit. I think I'm just gonna try to do my makeup. It's 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna do my makeup, take it back off, and probably go to bed. So yeah, let's get started. So, I hope everyone's having a good week. It's Memorial Day weekend, so a lot of people will probably be going out of town for the holiday, celebrating with their family, probably cooking out, things like that. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. Like I said, this week has been pretty rough, honestly, to be really honest with you guys. Honestly, I struggle with transparency. I feel as though with the weekly vlogs, you do get the opportunity to share a lot with people, but you don't share everything. And there's just like a lot of stuff that I just like I tend to hide. It's by choice. I just never really feel like I'm to the point where I'm comfortable enough with anyone to really open up completely. So with that, a lot of people will mistake that for strength, just because I don't vent. And that on my part is probably not the best, because I really am not the strong friend, I'm not the strong daughter, I'm not the strong sister, wife. That's just not me. And that's okay. But really, this week has been really tough. Like, it was really last week coming into this week. Last week, I felt as though I kept myself so distracted to the point where I almost forgot about what the problem was. But this week, like, the problem's right in front of me, and it really is just hard to keep myself distracted at this point. Like I said, I really don't know what this is, and I understand if no one wants to watch this. It's completely understandable. Yeah. And I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, before I really start talking about anything and getting carried away, just want to put it out there as a trigger warning. There may be some topics or things that I discuss about what's going on in my own personal life that may be like sensitive subjects for people or may trigger some people. And so I just want to put that out there before I get into any other parts of this video, and just advise you to watch with caution or don't watch at all. Whatever you feel is best for you, please do that. I never want to let someone blindly watch something that could potentially upset them or set them back. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. I have to go and grab my travel makeup. Okay. So I, like many other people, struggle with depression, and I do not self-harm. However, I do have some thoughts of suicide, and it's not a consistent thing. I'm not constantly thinking about ending my life, but sometimes when I let things build up, the thought does cross my mind. I just get to the point where I'm extremely overwhelmed, and it feels like there's just no escape from it, and it feels like sometimes the only way out is that option. And while logically I know that's not the case, because while my suffering may be like over for me, that could then cause my loved ones to feel what I'm feeling. Maybe not to the same extent, but I don't want to burden people with like my issue or my choices, basically. But it is hard because I don't feel like I'm ever really living for me. It feels like I'm living for somebody else. And while that may not be true, that's what it feels like to me. And I think that's another issue that kind of bothers me is, for me, the problems that I have feel very big to me, but to other people, they may not have the same struggle, so they may not understand. And something that could cause me to feel like I'm feeling right now could not be as detrimental, I guess, to another person. And that's just where like empathy comes into play. And why empathy is extremely important, because 9 times out of 10 you're never going to live the same life as somebody else. You may not ever even experience the same type of problems that another person experiences. However, you shouldn't try to minimize their problems, or make them feel like their issues are not valid. So yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. Lately I've just felt pretty ignored, and not seen, and you know, sometimes that's hard. It's rare that I ever ask for like help or like I said, open up to anybody, because I just don't feel comfortable doing that. But when I feel as though I'm going out of like my comfort zone, I should say, of not asking and attempting to ask for help or at least speak with someone, to pretty much feel like isolated when I'm trying, it's hard. Opens. This is, oh, okay, I see now. Yeah, I've been dealing with the ongoing health issue for about 2 months now, and let's see. I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday to try to get some answers and, you know, just check in to see if this is going to continue or if it's something that can at least be fixed. I haven't shared, I don't know if I've even shared this on my channel. I was diagnosed with PCOS. Wow, when was that? Early 2022, like at the beginning of the year, I believe. Sometimes my like dates just end up running together. Like I said, I've been pretty distracted for a while, so dates and timelines are not always clear for me, and so I do apologize, but I do believe that it was early 2022 when I got diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. That's what PCOS stands for. So like I spent all of last year while trying to plan a wedding and get married and be excited about that, also trying to figure out what was going on with my body. And before I was diagnosed, I knew that at bare minimum my hormones were imbalanced. I like knew. You can tell, like, as a woman or however you identify, if you have a reproductive system, you can kind of tell when something's not right. I just didn't know what it could be, because a lot of times your symptoms could mean a number of things, and sometimes it can be like more than one thing that you're diagnosed with. So at the minimum, I knew that there was something wrong with my hormones. I knew something wasn't right. I got diagnosed, and it just seems like since I've been diagnosed, there's just been like a snowball effect, or it feels like an avalanche, honestly, of like things that have also gone wrong. I've had to deal with like some pretty painful tests, fertility issues. It's just been like a number of different things, and it's been weighing on me. And whenever I would find out like new information, I would just try to like not react to it. It's literally just me being stressed out can, you know, make my symptoms just pretty much heighten and just get so much worse. And I didn't want to do that. So like my idea was to just, you know, yes, they're sharing this stuff with me. This shit is really fucking hard, but like don't let it fester in your mind. Don't let it grow out of proportion. So yeah, so last year was really, really rough for me, and I thought things were getting better this year, but they haven't been. and like I know something's wrong. So that's been bothering me and like really weighing on me to be both like mentally and like physically like pretty much down. It's been rough. So yeah. And it's just been really difficult because like I deal with these things and I see people around me living these normal lives. And getting things that I can only dream about at this point, because it seems like every time I think that things are improving, I'm doing better, it just turns out there's just like more bad news. And you know, it sucks because I also want these things and I feel as though I'm deserving of these things, but for whatever reason it's just not lining up for me. So yeah, I've been struggling with that. I feel like obviously there's a lot of stuff that I never really got a chance to heal from. And like for whatever reason, whenever I knew I needed to heal, there would just be another distraction that would come and take my mind off things for a little while. And I would have my days where I would feel down, but I had so many distractions around me that it never really lasted. But right now it just seems like it's just not going away. But yeah. So yeah, there's just a lot of things, and like I'm trying to explain without going into too much detail, but like there's just a lot. Like it just feels like there's just no escape, really. Wow, I've only done my eyebrows and I tried to put concealer on, but it didn't do anything. But the primer is really good, so don't let this fool you. The primer is really good, and your makeup will stay on with it, and it's really affordable. I just want, like, more than anything else, just to be in a better place. Like, I really do. Like, I feel as though over the course of my life, I feel like I've just been through so much, and there's never been like a light at the end of the tunnel for me. It's never felt like that for me. And whenever I would have my down days and someone would finally like notice, or someone would try to talk to me about it, it's like they would always, you know, oh, it's gonna get better, things are just, you have to just wait. And it's like, I'm almost 27 and I've been like waiting, and it's just like, at what point does life actually improve? When will my quality of life actually get better and be that way? I don't know. Man. It's just I keep praying and trying to speak things into existence, you know. I feel as though if I try to put my positive energy out there, you know, I may reap the benefits of sowing like positive seeds, but it seems far beyond my reach. I'm not a religious person by any means. I was raised that way, but that's not something that I identify with, I guess. But I do pray, just hoping that, you know, it gets somewhere. And I don't really know where, but brush to even use. I don't know what this one was even used for, but I need to probably set my eyes before I put any eyeshadow on. Probably I've been crying because my eyelashes are just all over the place. I just don't know. It's just been really, really difficult, like feeling like I'm hiding from the world. Like with my job, you have to, or else you just won't be successful, basically. Like you can't afford to not be a people person. So it's been hard, like just going in there every day, 9 to 5, pretending like everything's okay, like trying to make sure that I maintain the relationships that I've built. It's just a lot. Yeah. I don't know what brush I want to use. I keep saying this, but I really don't. I don't know. I don't feel like putting foundation on, so I probably won't. I just don't know, man. This is so pretty. This new palette, I think it's really pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sorry, my camera had stopped recording, so hopefully it continues to record this. Apparently I had recorded like too much. I think like maybe the max is 26 minutes, so I definitely have to edit this at some point. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to keep the whole beginning of this video, just because I don't know if I feel comfortable having anything like this on the internet, but whatever, man. I guess I'll use some of this. That way it'll kind of blend everything once I put like blush and stuff on. As far as what I've been doing to, I guess, stay distracted, I have been exercising. I don't really share that with like my social media accounts. I don't share that up there just because, I don't know, I feel like working out, it's kind of personal to me. And I'm not completely comfortable with my body, so I don't want to share my workouts as like a full-on like weight loss journey thing, because it's really not even that. I mean, yes, I would like to lose weight, but more so like I kind of have to work out to try to control like some of the things that my body does. Basically, I don't really know how to explain it to anyone. the doctor has to explain it to me, and then I explain it to other people the best that I can, at least to like my family or whatever. But yeah, I work out 5 days a week. I don't work out on the weekend. Those are like my 2 rest days. I guess I need to see this. I've been doing that, and it's part of the reason why I've been holding everything together so well. Like up until this week, like I've still been working out this week, but like I don't know. I think it could be a part of me just like worried about my doctor's appointment coming up. Like there's just too much happening, and like that's just not distracting me right now. I normally don't even apply this directly to my face. I normally apply this to the back of my hand and then blend it out with a brush, but you know, I guess I'm just doing everything fucking wrong. And this is not a makeup tutorial in no way. Like this is not a makeup tutorial. And if you catch me talking, or if I'm talking, I don't even know if I'm keeping this in the video. It's just because I actually do talk to myself when I'm trying to put my makeup on. Just to like talk it out with myself so I don't know what I'm doing. Even though most of the time I don't. Not even the slightest idea. Just trying to make it look like something. trinkets and do this one. I'm probably also gonna, I think this blended. I'm gonna probably also apply this directly to my face, even though I normally do not do that at all. It's just what I want to do tonight. And it is now 10 o'clock, so I'm getting kind of carried away. Sorry, when I'm trying to make sure my hair is not on fire, I'm just gonna make sure my candles are still burning back there. I really only need one dot of that. I normally use blend this out. I'm gonna use this. Even though that's not what I normally do, I'm gonna do it. Because I'm just doing whatever, really. This is very, very pink. But I'm gonna put my concealer on again to make sure that it kind of blends the best that it can. I definitely like the way this blends out with a beauty blender more. I'm going to use a whole side. Use this. I'm going to use the other one that I don't do. I don't know if I like this at all. It's cute, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a powder puff. It feels like, I don't know, man. It's not what I wanted it to be. I don't know if I hate this or not. I don't know. I'll probably just stick to my Amazon powder puffs that come in like a pack of 12. I don't know. This is not what I want it to be. I mean, it's nice because you can put your fingers inside like that, but I don't know. This is not it. It's not doing the right thing with the product at all. This looks crazy. Anyway. This. Now what was I gonna do? And they're calling this a powder puff. It's not a powder puff, like, at all. I don't think I've ever used this one. Oh no, I think I did. Don't think I like it either. Alright, y'all, so that is the finished result. This is it. It's whatever. But yeah, I hope that if you feel like you are struggling, whether that be physically, mentally, financially, whatever the case might be, I hope that if you are currently struggling, that you have someone that you trust, that you can talk to, that you feel comfortable opening up to. I hope that you currently have someone like that in your life, and if you don't, I hope that someone is on the way to you in the future that can be there for you in the near future, so that you don't have to struggle through anything by yourself, or feel as though you have to take on all of your problems pretty much alone. Yeah, I hope that you feel safe. I hope that you have the opportunity to feel seen, because that's important too. Yeah, it means a lot when you can like really just be yourself, and not just on good days, because a lot of people will want your good days and not so much of your bad days. And you know, in life as humans, we have both. It's not always going to be all good, and sometimes the bad is just really fucking bad, and that's okay too. But what's important is that you don't matter any less on your bad days than you do on your good. That should never play a factor in your value or the way that others see you. And honestly, if that's how they see you, then they don't deserve to be in your life. They don't deserve to be in your space. That person no longer serves you. That relationship is no longer beneficial. So I hope that you can see that and, you know, distance yourself from that if anyone's making you feel like that. You know, I feel like with me right now, what's best is just to distance myself, to acknowledge, you know, that everything is not always serving me, and when it's no longer serving me, it needs to be removed. So yeah, it's just a part of growing up. It's a part of life. You know, I'm able to get help from a professional, which I am like very grateful for. And while it's very hard, you know, I know that it has to be done. And while right now I feel as though, you know, my world is really caving in, at least that's what it feels like to me. You know, I keep hitting my rock bottom, and you know, I'm still here, and you know, hopefully one day I can feel as though I'm finally living for myself. I'm finally happy, and it's not a temporary happiness that's going to be taken away from me in some way. I hope that I can sustain at least some form of happiness. And yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know if everything's gonna be okay, and I'm not gonna pretend like, you know, it is. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not hurting, because I am. And you know, I just have to try to keep going. Try to keep going. So yeah, I truly do apologize to anyone that is uncomfortable, I guess, with this video, with anything that I've said. Unfortunately, this is just my reality right now, and you know, really I feel like I've used at least this video as just somewhat of a diary for me. Sometimes it's hard for me to write everything down that I'm feeling. Sometimes I just need to say it, so I can get it out, because it's just all just trapped up here right now, and it's hard to silence it. It just feels like my mind is just always going, and that's why it just doesn't feel like I have an escape, because I don't even feel safe in like my own mind, and it's rough. I've really done, and you're probably like, oh my god, and how many times is she gonna say this is rough or this is hard? I don't know how else to describe it other than saying that it's just rough, because it is. But yeah, just using this as a little video diary, and you know, I just figured I would do my makeup, that way I would have something to do. But yeah, I will hopefully be able to do a weekly vlog next week. I'm just gonna try to like rest up over the weekend, not really do too much. I do get a little bit of a break from work, which is nice. So I'm just gonna try to take the opportunity just to rest and just, you know, try to give myself a real break, and you know, see what that does for me, honestly. But yeah, it is something, I will say. It really is something. But yeah, I hope everything goes well with my appointment on Tuesday. Hopefully I finally get some sort of good news, or you know, something. Like, I don't want to leave there with more questions than I had coming in. So yeah, we will see how that goes. I will list all of the products that I used in the description box on this video. Again, this is in no way a makeup tutorial, because probably some of these parts were sped up or cut out. This really was just a video diary, just me being able to vent. But I will at least list the products that I use, just in case you saw something that you want to try out, or that you liked. I will, you know, share that with you guys. And I'm rambling because I'm not ready to go to bed yet. But anyway, it's 10:30, and I probably should go to bed. Yeah. Right. And this feels like a very awkward like first date, you know, or like one of those speed dating things. I don't know, you just can't really end it. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for sitting with me. I do appreciate it more than you know. If you would like to like this video, comment, or subscribe to my channel, I do also appreciate that. And yeah, I will try to respond to any comments that are left over this next week. It probably won't be right away, but by the next vlog I'll hopefully have responded to anything that was left for me. I do appreciate your comments that you guys leave on my videos. I like talking to you all there and knowing what you all like, because that's important too. So yeah. All right, have a good weekend.